Hello and welcome. We are finally moving into the modern Cenozoic, the modern era, the one that we live in right now. So the Cenozoic, the modern era. Looking back at our geologic timescale, right, we are finally in the Cenozoic. Remember, there are three eras in the modern eon. The modern eon is the Phanerozoic. The three eras in the Phanerozoic are the Paleozoic, the time of fish and reptiles and amphibians. Then the Mesozoic, when reptiles really proliferated, the time of the dinosaurs, and then now the Cenozoic. Past the extinction of the dinosaurs, now mammals are becoming dominant. Okay. There are three periods in the Cenozoic: the Paleogene, the Neogene, and the Quaternary. And there's also several epochs. The Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pliocene, Pleistocene, and Holocene. I remember these with the mnemonic, please everyone make purple Play-Doh hippos. So that might help you out as well. All right, so going into the Cenozoic. Sea level during the Cenozoic, just like all other time periods or time eras on Earth, changed through time. There was one huge major transgression, one huge major regression, but within that, there were about 8 smaller but still major transgressions and regressions recorded on Earth. And the best record of Cenozoic strata in North America is actually found in the Gulf of Mexico coastal plain. So as sea level was continuing to change elevations, as it does over time, tectonic plates were also continuing to move and changing the position of our continents. Remember that during the Mesozoic, Pangea was breaking apart. Now during the Cenozoic, those continents were continuing to move away from each other, and we're starting to see the modern day continents. The modern day continents are taking shape during the Cenozoic. Okay. So Cenozoic, reminder, means recent life or modern life. It's the present era. It's the era when the modern landscapes that we know of, the modern continents we know of, the modern oceans that we know of, the tays, plants, animals, all of these organisms and landscapes begin to take shape and really start to look like what we know today. This was also a time of a lot of seafloor spreading and a lot of plate motion. In fact, about half of the present seafloor was formed over the past 66 million years. So half of the seafloor that exists today was created during the Cenozoic. Now we're going to go through several important tectonic events that happened during the Cenozoic. The very first one happened in between North and South America. So there was a lot of orogenic mountain building and volcanic activity that formed the Isthmus of Panama. And this today links North and South America. Before the Isthmus of Panama was created, North and South America were not connected to one another. Okay. Now, the creation of the Isthmus of Panama, which is shown here in this little white box, blocked the flow of ocean water around the equator. Before the Isthmus of Panama existed, ocean water could easily pass from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean, which allowed that really warm water to circulate around the equator. Right, so that warm pathway of water was cut off, which directed the Gulf Stream northwards. So the reason the water off of our southeast coast is so warm is because of the Isthmus of Panama, right? We can thank that isthmus for redirecting that warm water north towards us. Not only did it redirect that ocean water, it also served as a really important pathway for plants and animals to migrate across that land bridge. Right? So when we talk about animals of the Cenozoic coming up next, that pathway is going to be really, really important for animal migration. Today, if you were to go to the Isthmus of Panama, you will see the Panama Canal. So humans did dig a small canal, relatively small canal in terms of what it used to be, between the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean for shipping purposes. So it is technically separated by water again, but animals can still swim across, plants can still be blown across.